If this is the case, then we are going to look around this 14,000 level. We just made a dead cross, guys, and this dead cross, if this is going to be a similar scenario, breaking this parallel channel will give an indication for the traders to enter the market. See that this Monero price range is still bullish and it's going to continue further to the upside. Welcome everyone. So today in this video, I am actually going to show you a very interesting scenario unfolding for Bitcoin in a weekly time frame. And not only that, we are also going to look into other different coins in today's episode. And guys, this here right now, what I'm showing you is a very interesting scenario for Bitcoin, because if this is going to pan out like expected, this is actually a bullish 1 2 3 4 buy reversal pattern, which is indicating the price of Bitcoin has a lot of potential to continue further to the upside. And if you look at this scenario here on the right hand side, this is an example what I'm actually trying to show you here. I drew this extra for you guys so that it gets easier for you to understand. So guys, appreciate my work and destroy that like button. And also, if you're watching this for the first time, do hit the subscribe button and the bell. So now you can see here, guys, this red line here, this was the bearish trend line which we didn't broke since 2018, and in our case this here was the trend line, right? This is the exact trend line. We had a lot of weak rejection after reaching that particular area. You can see that very clearly. And when we actually broke to the upside, we had this big bullish candle again followed by a bearish candle. It didn't give us a proper confirmation. You can see a forming of this congestion along the trend line as the market tried to push lower. You can see here we started consolidating. We had a breakout, but this breakout was not a proper breakout because we saw a weak rejection at that point, right? So in this example, if you look at here, this here is our point A. This here is our point A. This is our point, or I mean point 1. This is our point 2, and this is our point 3. Just like here in the example, point 1, point 2, and this is our point 3. So this point 3 here is more like a consolidation phase. Price didn't give us a proper breakout, came to retest this level, indicating, hey, now we are retesting this trend line, which acted as a resistance back then, and now this is a support. And you can see here we found a strong support, and then price started heading to the upside, right? You can see breaking this trend line here, that gave us a confirm buy signal. So you can see after that we had this massive breakout to the upside, and now the price is also consolidating. So if this is actually a continuation pattern, 1 2 3 4 buy reversal pattern, guys, this is actually indicating us we are heading to the upside. In this case, our minimum target level is going to be around this 13,300 level, and then our 0.4 area is going to be around this 14,000 level, guys. And why? Because you can see here the distance, the take profit distance is the distance of 1 to 2. So in this case, our distance level, if this is a 0.2 level, you can see here, right, this week here to the upside, and to the downside, this here is the lowest point. But what I'm doing here, I'm actually not calculating the weak rejection, because if this is going to pan out just like expected from distance from 1 to 2, guys, it's actually showing me that price of Bitcoin could go even higher. So we said, hey, we are ignoring this weak rejection. We are just taking from where the body actually started forming. So in this case, if we look at this scenario here, and only till here, not the weak rejection to the upside, guys. If we take this scenario here, you will also notice that this area, that's where we are getting this minimum target level. So if we say, okay, we are not calculating this weak rejection to the downside, but only focusing till the 0.2 area, then this here is actually showing us, okay, if this is the case, then we are going to look around this 14,000 area, guys. That's why I thought I will give you two examples. This is a minimum target, and this is the take profit target from distance 1 to 2. So I hope now you guys got a proper image. If this is going to pan out like expected, then we still have a plenty of room to move to the upside. So now let's switch another chart, guys. So guys, before I move on with another example, this here is my Twitter account. It's called C Portrait. Feel free to follow me there and support this channel, because I also share this kind of information in Twitter beforehand, before even publishing a video, because you can see here, this kind of information has been said plenty of time in my Twitter account. So this might be very helpful for you. And also in 2 days, we are going to see a monthly CPR plotted, because this here, we posted this on 1st of August, and we said that our Air 1 target levels were 12,230, our Air 2 was 13,000, our Air 4 was 14,000. Since this was a wider CPR, we said, hey, there is a more probability of a sideways market, and what we are witnessing right now with Bitcoin is also a sideways market. But hey, the Air 1 target level of 12,200 has already been reached, right? So now in 2 days, we are getting a new monthly CPR. So in 2 days, I'll be posting a monthly CPR for the whole September month. So guys, You don't want to miss that, do you? So follow me there in Twitter, it's C Portrait. So now let's change the chart. So guys, now if you look at the price action of Bitcoin in a 4-hour time frame, we have already talked about this scenario. We said, hey, since March, we are seeing this really nice mark-off phase. Again, this falling wedge, which indicated us, hey, we might see a possible breakout to the upside. And then we also had this really nice breakout to the upside. And now what we are witnessing is a similar scenario. This is actually pointing out right now this mark-off phase. And after this mark-off phase, when we had this falling wedge appearing, we made this really nice double bottom at this area. You can see it very, very clearly, right? We had this breakout to the upside, but didn't give us a proper confirmation. So the price actually came back to retest this level, consolidated before getting another leg to the upside, and you can see that very, very clearly. But if you look in our scenario, our case right now, guys, we are also forming this falling wedge, and also inside this falling wedge we are making this double bottom, and we have already talked about this scenario. We didn't got a proper breakout to the upside, so maybe if this is going to be a similar scenario just like here, this is actually showing us, hey, this is a example where the price might hit a bit lower and then continue to the upside, guys. This is what it is showing us right now. And the reason why I'm also talking about this scenario is because if you look at this properly, you will notice that this price action here and this price action here, this double bottom inside this falling wedge, this double bottom inside this falling wedge is indicating us that, hey, maybe if we are not seeing a proper breakout to the upside, we might see a similar move just like here. Let me show you here, guys. So we might see this kind of consolidation phase before we see another breakout. And we also have to be a bit careful, because if I actually include this golden cross and dead cross in a 4-hour time frame, you will notice that this golden cross, let me delete all these trend lines so that it's easier for you guys to understand, right? So now you can see, guys, this here, this golden cross and this dead cross has played out very, very well in a 4-hour time frame, because we got a dead cross here when we had this massive price correction, right, in a 4-hour time frame. And this here was a golden cross, and this golden cross here in April was a really nice indication that after that we had a really nice pump to the upside, right? We formed another dead cross here, and this dead cross indicated the trend will be reversing to the downside, and we didn't saw a big price correction, but we did see some kind of price recovery around this particular level. So here, before we had this massive pump, we also formed a really nice golden cross, and this golden cross gave us a confirmation that we are heading to the upside. But now if we notice properly here, we just made a dead cross, guys, and this dead cross, if this is going to be a similar scenario, I'm not expecting a big price correction, but still, if this is going to pan out, because this dead cross has usually give us a really, really nice indication, maybe we might see a small price correction and then a really nice pump to the upside, just like here, guys. So guys, this is for Bitcoin. Now let's look into other altcoins. So let's start with Ethereum. So guys, this here is Ether USD in a weekly time frame, and the reason why I'm using this weekly time frame is because weekly time frame gives the best confirmation. And now if you look at this scenario, and we have also talked about this, Ether had a really, really longer consolidation phase, guys, and you can see that very, very clearly, right? Since August of 2018 we had this continuous downward trend, and then when we started entering this parallel channel or this horizontal channel, we started heading in a sideways direction. So this sideways direction, this breaking at this price level, this was one of the biggest struggle for Ether, because you know we had this kind of similar scenario unfolding plenty of time. We got a weak rejection here, we got a weak rejection. When price broke this trend line, you can see what kind of massive pump we got here in 2017, right? And this similar trend line also was a very, very important trend line, because you can see also in 2019 in June month, when price tried to break to the upside, this trend line acted as a resistance and we started heading to the downside. Similarly here, we didn't reach that exact level, but you can see reaching that price level was always a bearish scenario, because after that we always got a big price correction. But now you can see this very, very clearly, guys. We have clearly broke this to the upside. So if you are not getting a proper result, since you are saying, hey, Ether is in a really, really bullish move, but why is the price actually not showing that kind of confirmation? Guys, this is in a weekly time frame. You should have some patience involved, because right now this here, we might also be forming this parallel channel again, guys. And the reason why I'm calling this parallel channel is because this here, this breakout is an entry for the long-term investors. This here is what they are looking at, and this here, breaking this parallel channel or this horizontal channel will give an indication for the traders to enter the market. So you can see this here was for investors, for long-term investors. After they got this trend line broke out, many actually entered here. But now this here breaking above the structure would give another breakout confirmation. So for traders, breaking this upper line could be another bullish scenario, guys. So that's why Ether for me right now is still very bullish. Doesn't matter if you are going to see small price correction. I'm actually going to look this in a bigger time frame. That's why I'm using this weekly time frame, because according to this weekly time frame, Ether still has plenty of room to grow to the upside. And I am actually, me personally, I'm looking around this particular level, which is going to be around this 800 level, guys. Until then, I am very bullish on Ether. So now also look at Litecoin. Let's switch the chart to Litecoin. So now if you look at this scenario here from Litecoin, guys, what did I just show you with this Bitcoin example? This is panning out exactly just like what we were expecting. This here move and this leg here. What did I say to you? This is the 0.1 area. This here is the 0.2 area, and in 0.2 we didn't got a proper breakout. That's why the price is actually getting pushed to the downside to get a proper confirmation. This line or this area where we are, this is going to be a support area. So if the leg gets pulled around this particular level, this is actually a very bullish sign, because if we are going to look at this similar case, just like with the example I showed you with Bitcoin, with this 1 2 3 4 bullish reversal pattern, guys, this here is 0.1, this is our 0.2, this is going to be our 0.3, and this here going to be our 0.4 area, and you can see that very clearly, right? So right now what we are expecting, if this is going to be a similar scenario, this 0.2 and this 0.1 area, this is how we measure our target area. So in this case, at least if the price is not going to go that higher, according to this analysis, the price must come around this particular level, which is going to be like this here, guys. So in this case, this is our target area for Litecoin, which is going to be around this $80 to $95 range, guys. So this is how I see for Litecoin. As I said, I'm looking all this in a weekly time frame, because weekly time frame has less noise, and weekly also gives us a proper confirmation of a proper breakout or a fake out. And also, guys, I've seen people talking about price action of Monero, so let's look at that also. So guys, now let's look at XMI USD in a weekly time frame. As you can see, I've already prepared my chart for Monero, because this here, if you look at this price action in a weekly time frame, guys, I am actually seeing this harmonic pattern unfolding right now, because this similar harmonic pattern we also talked with Ether when the price of Ether was around $200. We said, hey, if this bearish shark pattern is going to pan out, then there is a possibility for Ether to reach price range of 400 within the month of August. And exactly at the month of August, we reached the 400 level. And if this is going to pan out similarly, guys, this here is also a harmonic pattern. Inside this harmonic pattern, it's called a bearish shark pattern. And this pattern is right now indicating me that Monero still have a lot of room to grow to the upside. So in this case, our target is exactly this leg D area. So this leg D area is going to be around this $125 range. So until then, this Monero price range is still bullish, and it's going to continue further to the upside. Our analysis has been done mostly on a weekly time frame, because weekly time frame is the most strongest one. That's why you should have some patience and don't freak out if you see some kind of price correction, because in a bigger scale, things look very interesting for not only for Monero, also for Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum so far. So guys, this is what I actually wanted to share with you into this video. I hope this video was informative enough. If so, smash the like button and also hit the subscribe button if you're watching this video for the first time. So by saying this, I'm signing off. My name is Anup. Bye bye.